What's up, chess player? Let's try to defeat a 2200 rated player here as white, trying to be as active as possible. I'm gonna play the most aggressive game I can do so that our opponent is gonna be in trouble. So d6, we are gonna play the pierced defense here, c3. I don't want to allow this knight to go there, e5. Okay, so far it's pretty difficult to play a very aggressive game because yeah, my opponent is fighting for the center. Probably I should go for d5, although maybe bishop e3 was another option. Because now, maybe h4. If I want to be aggressive, I need to create some threats. Because the only problem my opponent has is that he doesn't really have enough space, somehow. Yeah, now knight g5 might be an interesting idea. Let's go for it. I mean, what we are losing, right? I really like that this bishop is stupid there. I still need to develop all of my pieces, of course. Maybe castles and f4. I mean, that is pretty risky. So I need to be careful with that. I actually wanted to castle one side so I can concentrate on attack here. So I'm not really sure how to go about it. Bishop e3, the problem is knight g4, so maybe I should start with f3. Although from a perspective of the move f4 doesn't make a lot of sense. But with the knight on h6, maybe it does. Now my pawn structure is very solid here, still not that simple to play aggressively. Maybe queen d2, knight h3, one castles. Because this knight on h6 is really weird. Once I place my queen on d2, I might have all sorts of interesting tactical shots. Although knight h6, yeah, just takes on d5, not much. Plays f6. I actually am pretty surprised because this pawn on e6 is going to be a horrible pain in the ass for my opponent, and now I'm also getting two bishops here. I never understand why you're gonna go for it voluntarily. Let's play g4 because I promised to be aggressive here, so let me just continue. My king in the center, so normally you don't want to do that. You want to develop your pieces, you want to make sure that your king is safe, only afterwards you want to play something like that. But this time I'm gonna break all of those rules and do it immediately, because yeah, f5 feels like I have the right to do that. I have two bishops, I should try to open up the position. Okay, if I just exchange everything here on f5 square, then my opponent has a lot of knights there. I might take once and then play queen to c2, but then g4 would be hanging. I can also play g5 and then maybe takes and then g5, because this knight has to go to g8, the only square. That is pretty horrible, because if I play g5 immediately, then f4 and the position is getting closed. I don't want that. But now it's gonna be a huge problem. Also, I have the move f4. Remember that this pawn can't move now because of the pin. And then the queen is threatening to take on h5. That is devastating for black. Also, queen e8, probably, yeah, the only move you must make. How do I continue? I would be happy to play g6, maybe I should do that. And then he has to take with the queen. Yeah, but the problem is the knight comes back to h4. I mean, if I would have the rook g1 move immediately, then that would be great, but seems like, wait, I do have rook g1 immediately. I thought that I need king f2 first. Yeah, then I'm going for it. I'm sacrificing another pawn, I'm just want to get to him. Although maybe I'm wrong with that, because the queen still goes back, the pawn is still protected. Rook g5 was my idea. But without the pawn on g5, the knight might back to h6. No, that is... I mean, that feels very wrong. How do you defend after rook g5 now? How don't you lose your queen? So you might see that this aggressive style of play might bring you some results, because your opponent might not be ready for that. I mean, you're constantly creating those threats, you're putting so much pressure. Okay, he's actually protecting that, but still feels very dangerous. Maybe it takes and then rook g3 feels like it's winning the queen, because the queen has absolutely no moves and the f-pawn still can't move. So rook g3 seemingly is winning the queen. Yeah, that is a fantastic game. I mean, I broke the principles I always teach you in my videos to develop all of your pieces before doing anything active, because those knight and rook are still standing there. But hopefully I still have some time to develop it. Okay, where to put the bishop? That's a very good question. To c4, I mean, rook d8 is coming, I understand that. And I need to carefully now just finish my development somehow. Sacrificing the bishop doesn't seem a good option, so maybe bishop e2 just to have some defenders in case of knight jumps, although maybe c4 was better to prevent knight d5. I mean, to be able to at least exchange one knight. So for me now the main task is to exchange everything that I can exchange, because that is gonna make the task much simpler for me. So what is the material situation? I'm having a queen against one piece. Okay, that is more than enough. So I want to play queen to b3. I guess here I can just play rook g5. I'm pretty happy to exchange the rook for a bishop there, winning the tempo. f3, I might also need to give the bishop up, just to eliminate those dangerous pawns. Because, yeah, the king is gonna be in trouble potentially. Although I'm giving up quite a lot of material. Should take into account that as well. But if I can play knight d2 and long castles, I mean, that is all I dream about. That would be perfect. So let's see what's gonna happen. Maybe bishop e2 is not the correct one. Maybe bishop c4 was better. But anyway, let's take now, because spending even more tempo now, I guess, would be weird. I'm not afraid of those knight jumps because I always have some checks. And this e6, by the way, pawn is very important. I mean, if you remove that pawn, then rook would be very, very dangerous. But with the pawn, it covers me from troubles. Yeah, maybe I should just take. Maybe not, because he's getting to the... I mean, I want to get to the 7th rank, attack the knight. Let's try to do that. Let's try to be greedy in this game. Maybe knight a3 though, but I always have knight a3. No, wait, rook f1 check. There's also a rook hanging. No, wait, what I'm talking about, there is always queen e4 check, so I can play, for example, king e2, and the knight c2 is not a move because of queen e4 check. Because if I play queen e4 immediately, then knight f5. Still good, because I'm controlling both of the knights and continue my development. Okay, my opponent is thinking quite a lot here. By the way, hit the like button if you enjoy this type of videos when I'm trying to teach you different styles, different aspects of the game. Rook d8, I like this move, very active. Preparing the move. Maybe I should now go back to stop. Yeah, to stop the move knight a3 altogether. Because now with knight f5, I guess I have e7, and I'm taking one of the rooks. And otherwise, I want to play knight d2 and castles. Knight g6, but I can still play e7, right? Rook e8. Ah, maybe he wants... Yeah, but I'm still... No, wait a second, I'm not winning. So the idea is e7, rook d to e8, I'm making a new queen, he takes my queen with a check and then takes another queen back. So then I'm gonna be lost. That's quite a bad strategy. But I can start with... knight f2. Yeah, he's creating some kind of troubles for me, actually. Because now knight f2, knight d3, rook goes somewhere. And I still can't castle, that is my biggest problem. Right, maybe queen e2. Because that's gonna attack there, still maintain the threat of e7. Wait a second, I forgot that I can play e7, rook d to e8, takes knight promotion. That would be something. And now I should give a check and just remove my king. Avoid knight f2 fork, and then my king is completely safe and the game is pretty much over. I mean, the knights are strong, but there are just not enough material for black. Okay, I hope this game was instructive for you. In this one, I'm playing another incredible game that would improve your level, so definitely take a look at it.